racks, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I was ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain.
Christian Kirk ain't got no fucking stat.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans.
Well, Christian Kirk
Nothing
going to
like
playoffs
the
for the
fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Robinson.
Oh, shit! Let's kick it over. Let's kick it over.
At their own
Let's kick it over.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Murray off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The pass. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, man, nigga?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Should still be gone.
Here's Robinson. They juked it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because
this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down, and what will be a gain of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Duvernay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And it's up and good. And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
After a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 22-yard.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be. And he's got it. It's caught. In the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Saints 14, Cardinals 3.
And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
By number 20. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
First quarter with the score Saints 14, Cardinals 3.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What up, John? Congratulations, man.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said,
he got another speed upgrade.
Obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
Yeah, I mean, he ran
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Murray going to throw. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Cheetah with a pick. We don't see this off to a quarterback of his caliber. 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
He thought he was in cover 3.
His biorhythms, what is it?
You went horoscope on us.
It looked like
Maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it.
Damn!
Just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll go down at the 28. Rookie to rookie on the hook there. It's a first down.
He might have. Oh, that's 7. Come on.
That's 97 speed, though.
No, yeah, you're not getting back to that. He could throw it on to the eye. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, but I'm saying it was there, though.
It'll be 2nd down.
You held him long enough just to make him not throw it, I guess.
Maybe you
it was
get it
there.
in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well. But that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds Daniels. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Saints' 10-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 10 yards out, and the Cardinals cut into that lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10 after the touchdown pass to kick it away. Here's Robinson.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play fake. Murray. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, it's Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Murray. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Thrown away.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
I can't get extra points for nothing.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Ooh, I seen that too late.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at the 20.
Yeah.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
I ain't got it all the way like I want me to.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to try and do this himself. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
That was
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th
Rico
down.
scored the first one.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw is Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. Their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. This time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake. So, and now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
I gave it. No. Why can't
you
tackle there?
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the will they're up to the challenge.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. I think he went backward. He did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And again this time to the tailback. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. That's complete to his running back.
I couldn't follow my line in, man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to keep it here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Murray on the keeper. He was brought down at the 45.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And 2.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Always got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds. But
that's a bad throw, Justin.
34 yards there and a
first down.
Yeah, it was bad,
That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it from the opening. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nice throw here right side. He holds it in. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Saints' 34-yard line.
This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go down at the 28.
Yeah, I'm fine with only getting 3 yards off of
A gain of 7. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Knocked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4. But still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A big play there out of the running game. 37 yards.
Outside hand.
Oh, that's good defense, bro.